Quest for Camelot, the rise of the young knights. In the legendary kingdom of Camelot, nestled amidst rolling hills and whispering forests, a group of young squires gathered in the courtyard, their hearts filled with dreams of glory. Among them were Arthur, brave and determined, Lancelot, skilled with sword and lance, and Guinevere, quick of wit and agile of mind. Inspired by tales of valor and chivalry, they yearned to prove themselves worthy of knighthood, to join the noble ranks of the Round Table. One crisp morning, as golden sunlight danced upon the castle walls, they stood before Merlin, the wise magician, seeking his guidance. To become knights, you must embark on a quest, Merlin proclaimed, his eyes twinkling with ancient wisdom. Only through trials and tribulations will you find your true strength. With hearts ablaze with determination, the young squires set forth, their armor polished and their steeds eager. Their journey led them through enchanted forests where ancient oaks whispered secrets of days long past. They braved treacherous mountains where icy winds howled like vengeful spirits, testing their resolve with every step. Along the way, they encountered mythical creatures, from majestic unicorns to fearsome dragons, each a challenge to be overcome. Yet, it was not only beasts that stood in their path. Rival knights, envious of their quest, sought to thwart their progress at every turn. But the squires pressed on, their bond of friendship and courage unbreakable. As they journeyed, they faced moral dilemmas, testing their mettle and challenging their beliefs. In one instance, they encountered a band of thieves preying upon the weak. Should they intervene, risking their own safety for the sake of others? Arthur, with unwavering resolve, declared, "We must always stand up for what is right, no matter the cost." And so, with swords drawn and hearts united, they drove off the thieves, earning the gratitude of the villagers they had saved. Their quest was not without sacrifice. Along the way, they mourned the loss of friends and mentors, their spirits weighed down by grief. Yet, through hardship and sorrow, they found strength in each other, their bond growing stronger with every trial they faced. At last, after many trials and tribulations, they reached the fabled city of Camelot, its towering spires gleaming in the sunlight. There, they were welcomed by King Arthur himself, his presence commanding and his voice ringing with authority. "You have proven yourselves worthy," the king declared, his gaze sweeping over the young squires with pride. "But your journey is not yet over." With those words, he bestowed upon them a new quest, one that would test their courage and honor to the utmost. They were to seek out the Holy Grail, a sacred relic said to hold untold power and wisdom, and bring it back to Camelot. And so, with renewed determination, they set forth once more, their hearts filled with hope and their spirits unyielding. Their quest took them across distant lands and treacherous seas, each step bringing them closer to their goal. Along the way, they encountered allies and adversaries alike, each teaching them valuable lessons about bravery and sacrifice. As they journeyed, they faced temptations that threatened to lead them astray, testing their resolve and challenging their principles. Yet, through it all, they remained steadfast in their quest, guided by the virtues of chivalry and honor instilled in them by Merlin and King Arthur. At last, after many trials and tribulations, they reached the sacred grove where the Holy Grail lay hidden, its radiant light illuminating the darkness. But their quest was not yet complete. Standing guard over the Grail were the legendary Knights Templar, sworn protectors of the sacred relic. The squires knew that they must prove themselves worthy in the eyes of the knights, facing them in combat to earn the right to claim the Grail. With hearts pounding and swords drawn, they faced their adversaries in a fierce battle that shook the earth beneath their feet. Though they fought with all their might, it seemed as though victory would elude them, their adversaries proving to be formidable opponents. Yet, in their darkest hour, they found strength in each other, their bond of friendship and courage unbreakable. With a final, desperate effort, they rallied together, their swords flashing in the sunlight as they pressed their attack. And then, in a moment of triumph, they emerged victorious, their adversaries vanquished and the path to the Holy Grail clear before them. With trembling hands, they approached the sacred relic, its golden glow filling them with awe and reverence. As they reached out to claim it, they were bathed in a blinding light, their spirits lifted and their hearts filled with joy. And in that moment, they knew that their quest was at an end, their journey complete and their dreams fulfilled. Returning to Camelot, they were hailed as heroes, their names spoken in whispers of awe and admiration throughout the kingdom. And on the day of their return, they were summoned before King Arthur himself, their faces shining with pride and humility. "You have proven yourselves worthy," the king declared, his voice ringing with authority. "You shall be known as Knights of the Round Table, defenders of Camelot and champions of justice." With those words, he dubbed them knights, their hearts swelling with pride as they knelt before him, their swords raised in solemn oath. And so Arthur, Lancelot, and Guinevere became legendary figures in their own right, their names forever etched in the annals of history. From that day forth, they swore to uphold the virtues of chivalry and honor, to protect the weak and defend the innocent with all their strength. And as they took their place at the round table, surrounded by their fellow knights, they knew that their journey was only beginning. For Camelot was a kingdom in need of heroes, and they were determined to rise to the challenge, to face whatever trials lay ahead with courage and determination. And so, with heads held high and hearts filled with hope, they embarked on their next adventure, ready to write their own chapter in the legendary tale of Camelot. And though their journey would be long and fraught with danger, they knew that as long as they stood together, nothing could stand in their way. For they were the Knights of the Round Table, bound by a bond of brotherhood and honor that would never be broken. And so, as the sun set on another day in Camelot, the young squires looked to the horizon with anticipation, their hearts filled with the promise of tomorrow's adventures. For they knew that as long as they remained true to themselves and to each other, their legend would live on for generations to come. And so, in the legendary kingdom of Camelot, where dreams were born and heroes were made, the story of Arthur, Lancelot, and Guinevere would be told for eternity. For theirs was a tale of courage and sacrifice, of friendship and loyalty, of honor and duty. And though they may have started as mere squires with dreams of glory, they would go on to become legends in their own right, their names forever remembered in the annals of history. So let their story serve as a reminder to all who hear it, that no matter how humble your beginnings, with courage and determination, anything is possible. And though their journey may have ended, their legacy would live on, inspiring generations to come to follow in their footsteps and strive for greatness. For in the legendary kingdom of Camelot, where dreams were born and heroes were made, the spirit of Arthur, Lancelot, and Guinevere would live on forevermore. As the stars twinkled overhead and the moon cast its light upon the land, the young squires closed their eyes and drifted off to sleep, their dreams filled with visions of adventures yet to come. For theirs was a story that would never truly end, a tale of bravery and honor that would endure for all time,